check the jump out here that the Army Major Donald Bigham took. This is the biggest jump, I believe. This will be a 50-pound jump. Nobody else has taken such a big jump. And in the Raw division, this is a large jump, a 50-pound jump opener to second. But, Kurt, if you remember, he absolutely smoked his opener.
Yeah,
absolutely
he did.
Smoked it.
That opener was no big deal for him. But
we
were talking about he's got a personal best somewhere.
596.
Yeah, 596. So even this shouldn't be too much of a problem for him. He was successful with 529, and this is 578.
This is the same weight last year that he missed. He hit 556, and he missed this lift at this meet. So, you know, when you train all year, there is nothing better than being able to come back and hit a lift you missed the year before. This will show how much strength he's put on. I think this is within his capabilities. I think he's going to have a little left in him.
Open and Masters division as well.
And the military. He's a 4-time military champion, and he is a 4-time Masters.
Looks like he's got something left there.
Yeah, that guy's strong.
It's a good, strong squad. He makes that in 2-1. One of the side referees felt that he didn't take it quite deep enough.
He got 12th place in this meet last year, but I would say that
we do have that battle that we were talking about with the juniors, that it's not just the medals that these guys are fighting for. There is a spot on the national team in the junior division in Minsk, Belarus in 2017 that's on the line here. Donnie Bigham is going to be our lifter. He was successful with 529 and 578 on his first 2 attempts, and this is 595.
PR tying. This would exceed what he did last year by 40 pounds.
Now what Dr. Patrick is talking about with a PR, that is a personal record. Some people internationally will call it a PB or a personal best, is what he's talking about.
And what we're seeing here is this is a Masters lifter, Kurt, who's still getting stronger. He's actually closing in on 600, and I think this is within his capabilities. This is going to be a matter of whether he can keep that tight groove. But I think he's got it. Let's see. He's looking down. That was not a max, Kurt. That's 3 whites in my opinion.
Nice, oh yeah, baby, when he locks it out. That's a man that is boiling over with confidence leading into the bench press. He's done well. That was 3 for 3 in the squat, and he finished with a nice 595. Press. It looks like Donnie Bigham is going to be the first lifter. This is 303 pounds, 137.5 kilograms for this lifter in the 183-pound class. Donnie is in the men's Masters 1. That's the 40 to 49-year-old age group. And then he's also in the Opens. Now, he's well back of the medals in the Opens at this point. However, in that Masters 1 division, his total is tracking to be in first place. So unless somebody else, and we don't have any Masters that are in this division with him, and so it looks like if he can make this and then make an opening deadlift, that he ought to be your national champion in the Masters 1, and that would give him the national team spot that's going to go to Belarus next year. Well, we keep speaking about that. The IPF Classic Worlds or Raw Worlds is the biggest of all the IPF competitions.
Well, and this would
in terms of number of lifters.
This would be his 4th Masters national title if successful. 4th in a row. That lift, we don't have lights, but that lift looked good to me. Let's see.
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me as well. I'd be very shocked if that wasn't a good lift. And I'm showing all my kilos. That's 330 pounds for Donnie Bigham. He was successful with 303 on his opening attempt, and now he's going all the way to 330. As we were talking about earlier with Donnie, he's not only in the open division, but he's in that Masters 1 division, 40 to 49 years old. So it looks like he's already made a bench. If he can make a deadlift, that he'll finish in first place in the Masters and earn a spot on that national team. Fourth
time in a row that he would be the Masters.
He's a heck of a good lifter.
As we talked about earlier, Gino announced he is an Army Major. So this is a guy who's actually serving and representing all of us and potentially could be representing us at the Worlds.
£330 for Donnie. That's a good lift for Donnie. Nice job with 330. Bar's got a
He only
200
needs
kilos.
200.5.
Right. He's actually has the option of taking that chip.
Yeah. But he looks strong. I mean, 202 is only a 15-pound jump.
He's obviously figured out what to do with his hands.
Yeah, that is interesting. It was quite a controversy in his interview earlier with Ryan Carrillo that he wasn't sure what to do with his hands. 202.5.
Yeah, I guess he figured it out. Bench
American
press is
record,
probably the best thing to do.
that would
after
have been
squat.
a good answer. It's bench press. If only we would have watched Talladega Nights, we would actually have known that.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah, it's a Ricky Bobby, I've been told,
I see.
reference. Hey, Mike Lewinsky's company, Donuts and Deadlifts. Because he's known for his world-class deadlift, and he's been known to eat a few donuts in his day. So,
Okay, Donnie Bigham is going to be the lifter. He's going to be 155,
Four-time.
341 pounds.
looking to be a 4-time Masters National Champ, the Army Major. I kid Mike because I care. Team Roar sponsoring this lift. Josh Roar, TeamRoar.com. Did Bigham do it again?
It's another good lift.
I think Bigham's 5 for 5. I don't know if he's missed it. No, he hasn't. He's 5 for 5. This lift will seal up the Masters National title for the 4th year in a row for this young man.
And that bench press of his seemed like it was awfully light, but it looks like he's more than willing to make up for it here in the deadlift.
Yeah, I mean, I think like
It's
you
a big
said,
opener, 260. That's big. 573.
I think, and his best is 622, so he's well capable. I think what you said earlier is this is a guy who clearly wanted to make sure he locked up the Masters title.
Sure. And this will do it for him.
Yeah, this guarantees his spot in the Masters Worlds. The Army Major. He got 12th in last year's Nationals. This lift will actually put him in 9th off of Pro Forecast. So he's clearly making good progress. And I suspect this lift, although it's 1 a.m., this lift should have plenty left in him. Wow, he was quite bent over, Kurt. I mean, he was looking straight down off the floor.
Pretty unorthodox style there, being so rounded over.
Donald Bigham going for 4 straight Masters national titles. He's actually already wrapped it up on his opener.
Yeah, we hate to sound like this lifter is actually an afterthought, and he's really not. I mean, he's a quality Masters lifter. And he just so happened to be good enough to get into the Primetime broadcast that we've got here.
Yeah, if you look at what he's done, this guy's pulled 622 before, so he's actually going to put himself in a position with this pull to go for a PR on his 3rd. He looks strong on his opener. Now that was a good finish. I don't believe he's got really much more in him, and a lot of that could be, as you've talked about, 1 a.m. deadlifts.
Yeah. I would say probably the top end. That was 275, 606. I'm thinking 622, probably going to be quite a strain. Maybe not even that much.
Yeah, you were being generous. I was thinking 280 would be borderline. I don't know if he'll have anything left in him. How much walking around did you do all day? Because if your coach really was aware, they shouldn't have even had you come over here. You should have been back at the hotel and have somebody call you when it was getting closer.
It's amazing to be able to find that happy middle ground.
Because I believe we started the Primetime 3 full hours late, I believe. It was supposed to be 6:30, I think, and I think we started around 9:30.
Yeah, it was late for sure.
Four-time Masters National Champion, the Army Major, Donald Bigham. 6:22. Wow, you know what that is? That's Go Army Strong. Go Army Strong. That's a great finish at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Pulling 622. Had a great day. He really did. You know, there's definitely congratulations in order. I mean, he's going to be going to Worlds.
He moves from 12th place to 7th in the Open. It's a big improvement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's essentially what made him good enough to be here in this primetime session, is the fact that he's able to get in there and make attempts, build a total like what you've been talking about.
And looking at his total, he put about 85 pounds on his total from last year.
Yeah. This is a guy that's going to be able to go to Worlds. He's going to be able to make some noise, not in the Open division, but in the Masters division. And that's, like I said before, that's part of the